I played junior football there at the age of 14, 15, and I was suspended the club when I was 15 because I was an alcoholic. And my old man used to take me down the pub from Northcott Street entrance in, and by the pillar. And Mum and Dad used to, the old man used to take me in there and said, and the mum says 2 youngs, and Mum said 2 pints, and when the old man went home, they kicked me out. So, I played footy, I played B-grade footy for them, and they had 2 sides, at 14 years of age, and being a big strapping lad went through, always been a bit on the condition side, a bit of heavyweight, and I went and finished up playing football for for Prospect Footy Club. When Larry Jabril he asked me to leave the club. Because I was an alcoholic at the years of 14 years of age. I think a lot of us went through you've done JP last week. I know for sure they were all drinking at that age as well. So when we go through, I think it was part of our culture out of Kilburn to be able to do what our parents could do and all of us did. And we all still do today. So, a lot of people actually, all of us drank. That was part and parcel of our lifestyle.
So how long were you suspended from Kilburn?
Well, they just said you're suspended, so I walked away. I went away from there, played football. Then we moved to, me and my wife, my first wife, moved to Chrissy's Beach. I used to work in the meatworks at Norlanger. I was there for probably 6 years. 5-6 years. Yeah. Then we eventually moved back into Kilburn again, or into it was Kilburn, and then we went to the house of Broadview. We were from there, so but I eventually came back to the Kilburn Footy Club from there. That was about 1970 odd.
Where they had lace-up Guernseys, well, we all had lace-up Guernseys, and Phil's lace-up Guernsey only went to there. His guts was hanging out in between, and like I said, lace-up Guernseys used to be light skirt Guernseys. Used to lace up, and everywhere was pretty trim and tight. But Phil's lace up Guernsey went to that.
He would have been a ferocious sight.
Yeah, it used to frighten a lot of people.
I rejoined the club in about 1972. I was on the committee in about 1970. I was on the committee in 1972. But I was every premiership that Kilburn's had since 1977. I've been involved in the footy club one way or the other, whether it be president, chairman, football director, all the way through. So, and I've enjoyed my time at Kilburn very, very much. So, been my life.
I mean, there was obviously no hard feelings that you harboured in coming back to the club.
No, parts of life.
Yeah.
If I was an alcoholic, I still drink very hard today. But now I'm 70, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And maybe these guys should have had a good look at themselves. It was part and parcel of our culture then.
Yeah.
To be able to drink, and I think we all still can very, very much. So, but you'll find a lot of us guys went through, especially my old man. My dad was big, strong, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. He said, "That's my boy. That's what my boy does."
His dad would look like Broderick Crawford. Big guy, lots of hairy guy, looked like Broderick Crawford.
Funny things about going to the pub. Mum used to send him down to get all the shopping. So we used to have Hewittson's, which is a haberdashery store, and we had we go through different places. Went through, and then there was Hamilton's Corner, which is Hamilton's food shop. So the old man used to drop notes in there, always what he wanted, and they'd have all ready for him. Then he'd go to the pub and drink rum and raspberry. And the reason we're drinking rum and raspberry, then he'd go home and pick it all up on the way home, go home, and rum and raspberry, because Mum couldn't smell the rum on him. So he just, and that's what he would say. He could drink, a good guy. He was a good guy. He was no mean man, anybody. But every time we went to the pub, he'd take me with him. So one of those things I think a lot of us went through and had to, especially in those sort of days. And we're talking very, very early, in the late 50s and things like that. So,
way of life,